In elementary school, we had to stay silent in the lunchroom. Our teacher said it had to do something with the room next door. They said they would often meet in that room and they needed complete silence to prepare the activities for the day. I specifically remember our principal saying that she would hang my best friend by his tongue if he didn't shut his mouth. I never understood why they didn't just go to their own room. To this day, a lot of things about that school just didn't seem right. Like the basement. The basement was inaccessible by students. In fact, I don't think I ever saw a teacher go down there either. The steps leading down to it were always covered by boxes and other small rubble, so it was hard to think that anything important would be down there, from this century anyways. I guess I never thought much about it. My best friend and I would always dare each other to go down there, but neither of us had the guts to do it. Or we just didn't want to get in trouble. Still, we were always pretty solid as a team. We could take on any older kid that tried to mess with us. But one day, he didn't come to class. That was the day a 6th grader took the paper I was working on, went out in the hallway, opened the door to the basement, and threw it down the stairs. I wish the teachers would have paid more attention in class, or I never would have had this kind of experience. And because they didn't pay any attention, that gave me free roam to kick that kid in the nuts and go down and find my work while he was still writhing in the floor. I felt so brave, cool, and excited walking up to the basement door. At 10 years old, I didn't think about getting in trouble, getting hurt. I just wanted to explore. But as I opened the door to this empty blackness, I felt so stupid, vulnerable, and something else. I felt something around me. Even at that age, I could tell when someone was behind me or making some kind of movement around me. And this didn't feel any different. I knew something was down there. And while I was nervous about the whole idea, I closed the door behind me and started walking down the short steps. I had gone too far to just turn back now, and I had to find my paper. I didn't want to start over just because of some stupid kid. By now, my eyes had adjusted to the dark, and I could see the boxes stacked in front of me. It wasn't as blocked as I had thought before. I could easily climb over everything. Still, where was my paper? It must have been over the boxes. He must have just thrown it that hard. I slowly made my way over the cardboard boxes. But as I did, my weight forced them to topple over, sending me to the floor in a painful crash. I was now in the actual basement. I got up, dusted off my pants, and gave a quick glance in front of me before running back, scattering off the toppled boxes, and leaving the basement. If the teachers would have paid more attention, I would have never known that the basement ceiling was lined with bodies, hanging by their tongue. there, in the center, was my best friend.